On Wednesday afternoon, Hudson County View spoke with Hoboken First Ward Councilwoman Terry Castellano, who's seeking re-election after over 2 decades in office.
Castellano, who was first elected as part of the Turn the Tide team on May 9, 1995, while her cousin Anthony Russo was mayor, said she is always prepared for election season at this point in her career, briefly touching on her opponent this time around, Mike DeFusco.
Let me give you a little history about Mike. He is on the zoning board. I was his original sponsor. He was an avid supporter of me. We went door to door. There are letters of support. I have 4 or 5 thank you notes for issues that I took care of in his neighborhood that he asked me to take care of. We were always very close, and now he's decided to run against me. So I wish him well. He's an ambitious young man, and basically that's where we're at right now. And he will say things because now he is a candidate.
Speaking inside her city discount store at 207 Washington Street, Castellano said as far as issues affecting the First Ward goes, she agreed with DeFusco in that the NJ Transit rail yard should be a top priority, likening it to the development on the southern waterfront.
As far as the New Jersey Transit, that is first and foremost on my plate at this point. The Some for a Better Waterfront called me yesterday. We're meeting next week. They have a plan. The city has a plan. And Transit has a plan. So somehow these 3 plans are going to be meshed into one. And I'm very confident. I'm very proud of my negotiation ability. As we see the southern waterfront here, we worked on that. I worked on that when I was first elected, and that was a great negotiation. If you knew what the waterfront looked like before and what it looks like now, no taxpayer money was spent on that, and we were able to come to an agreement with Port Authority, with the city, and also we had a citizen group that was set up. It was a waterfront citizen group.
She also acknowledged that driving down Washington Street is like a circus ride, advising residents to take the back roads if possible while the major roadway is being redeveloped.
Washington Street, we all know, is like a circus ride when you go down Washington Street. But our problem is that we have PSE&G are doing work. When they're done, United Water is slated, has some plans to do Washington Street also. So our hands are a little bit tied with the potholes on Washington Street. Now the other streets are being paved all around the city. So when people ask me, and actually the projection is 24 months with PSE&G and United Water. So if we pave, it's only going to be ripped up again, and we don't really want to waste taxpayer money like that. But what I say to my residents is use the other streets if you can.
Hoboken's longest-standing elected official also stated that garbage pickup is another quality of life issue that needs to be improved, entertaining the fact that moving the municipal garage may be a good idea, though it will take some long-term planning.
I think our garbage pickup has to be, I think quality of life issues are very important here. We have all the restaurants, we have all the bars, a lot of business. I think what we have to do with and I've gone on record talking to at council meetings, talking to the directors about tweaking the garbage pickup situation. I think there's one part of town where if you go from Saturday to Tuesday, I think that's too long of a stretch. So we're looking at that. I'm also have Frank Sasso, health director, here. A lot of the garbage cans have to have lids, no more bags. We're working on that situation.
Well, on that point, I do recall that candidate DeFusco was talking about moving the DPW facility to a different part of the city. Do you think that's something that's feasible, necessary?
It depends on who comes forward to develop that area too. I mean, we had an issue with the garage, the city garage. I think it should be out in the northwest area someplace, or the viaduct in that area. Yes, I do. The developers that came forward, we negotiated with them, and I think their plans just went bust because nobody came back to us.
Furthermore, Castellano, also the cousin of 3rd Ward Councilman Mike Russo, said her family was always service-oriented and, like DeFusco, used to serve on the zoning board, factors which contributed to her seeking office in the first place. Finally, she concluded by stating she plans on running a positive campaign based on her track record.
I'm so proud of my tenure here at the city. And why do I do it? I love my city. and it's given me so much. You know, I grew up here, I'm raising my sons here, my business is here, so I just feel like I should give back to the city, and I do daily.
I'm John Hudson with the Hudson County View, the eye of the community.